how about this to start off? Let's just kind of talk about um, what you think about Cinema Center and how it adds value to the filmmaking community.
Yeah, so I think every vibrant downtown needs something that can, bring filmmakers together, whether that's just enjoying movies or actually working together to create a project that you can show and, collaborate with and just share with the community. And I love that Fort Wayne has that just right here in the heart of it.
So, kind of going off the community aspect here, it seems like in recent years is when the filmmaking communities really started to grow. Why do
Mhm.
you think that is, or what do you think is leading towards that?
Well, I just kind of think in the last couple of years, COVID aside, there's just been this really nice energy of, a lot of development downtown, which has also attracted, younger people, even, like Gen Z and people to want to actually stay in Fort Wayne. And I think that energy between the Landing, Promenade Park, and just all this development is bringing more interest for young people to stay local, which means they want to find jobs. And, hot jobs right now is content creation. And so a lot of these people are getting into the arts, getting into filmmaking, and they're staying local. So I think it's really cool to just see all these young, in my world, I see a lot of video production companies just starting up from the ground up, and it's really cool to see that.
So I know that's kind of where your idea of the creator space that you
Hmm.
do has come from. So why
Yeah.
don't you talk a little bit about the creator space?
Yeah. So Creator Space was just kind of an idea. I came to Alex at Cinema Center and I said, do you think there would be a place for this where we could collab together, use this as like a home base, and just be able to, come up with this meeting spot where people can network, but in a laid back setting where they can get to know other people. Because my hardest thing when I got out of college was one, getting a job in video. It was a little harder back there. Then once I did, I was like, man, how do I meet like-minded people? And when I was just getting started in my career, there was this kind of like imposter syndrome when you go to things that are a little bit more like, ad agencies and just different things that you felt like you were not the right person to be making these connections. And I wanted there to be a place where no matter what your skill level, if you're just getting started or if you're 10 years on the job, where you can come and just meet the people to form those relationships that lead to collaboration. And that's just kind of how Creator Space came about. And we've grown it, we've adapted it. We got big plans for 2024 to keep growing it. We now have a committee, which is going to be super helpful to actually, delegate some of the work and make Creator Space programming a little bit more impactful, I think.
And you have a short that's going to be featured in the film
Yeah.
festival. So why don't you talk to a little bit about that and the development and all that?
Yeah, so a buddy of mine, Maxwell's, he's a local Fort Wayne artist that actually went to LA for a little bit, got a nice buzz there, but then decided to come back, and he has a daughter and he's kind of raising a family. And we reconnected back when he came back to Fort Wayne. And I said, if you ever want to work together on a project, music is my passion. In addition to filmmaking, I'd love to do something with you. And a little time went by, and there was just this time where he was getting ready to put out a new EP or a new album. And I was like, yeah, let's do something for it. And he's like, well, I actually kind of wanted to make a short film because, we live in this era where music videos are not the most consumed, at least at our, like this level, they're not the most sought after visual, because with short form content ruling all, it didn't seem like the best thing to do. So we're like, well, how do we incorporate some of your music in a way that's entertaining and digestible and that can be broken up? And so we came up with this, and mainly his idea to kind of incorporate some of the metaphors into his album into this short film that features some of his music, but it's not like a performance-based driven music video like you see in most like hip hop or just any music video. So we shot it all in one day. It was very low budget, just kind of me and him. We cranked it out, did some location scoutings, and the cool part was it was shot entirely here in Fort Wayne and all in one day. And so we put it together, and we were like, you know what, let's just enter it into Hobnob, why not? And we got in, and so I'm really looking forward to share that with the film community, and already thinking about what can I do for next year's Hobnob, so.
So if people are looking to start getting involved in the community themselves, besides just going out and doing it, what would you say is the best way in Fort Wayne to get involved?
Well, my lens is always geared a little bit towards filmmaking, so I think the best thing you can do is try to make connections with people and get on set with them, form those relationships. You may not be doing, if your favorite thing's operating a camera, just get on set and see if you can form relationships that lead to jobs that get you on the camera. Or, there's always be a production assistant, be a grip, be a mic, audio guy. And so I think just getting out there, and it's not the easiest thing to do, and it was a thing I had trouble with, but pretty much just getting out there and forming relationships that lead to then making new friends or collaborators that can then enhance your work in the long run. Yeah.
So, I guess we'll just kind of wrap things up here. So, like, what's something in the future that you're most looking forward to, either that you're working on personally or that you want to see the filmmaking community kind of accomplish, like maybe creator space wise?
Yeah. Well, Creator Space, we're already thinking about branching out to some, we like to have the home base here at Cinema Center, but we're already thinking of like off-site in the community type events where maybe we could do, I'd love to do a 48-hour film festival or even like a photo video meetup where people can come. But we also want to base our programming so all creators feel welcome and not just only have a film lens. We want to be able to do things that attract graphic designers or painters or, tattoo artists, whatever your lane is when it comes to creating, we want to make sure that our programming at least once in a while can connect with you. And then personally, I would love to actually work on like a narrative-based film. If you'll see that our short film that we submitted is very just kind of trippy, experimental, not really story-driven. It's more just like metaphorical and tying it to his album. But I would love to work with actors and do some actually narrative-based stuff. And I would love it if they were all from Fort Wayne. I think that'd be a really cool way to start and just have it kind of central to this, energy that's coming around downtown here.
So, the last question I've been asking people, I like to put them on the spot. So, I
Mm.
want you to finish the sentence for me.
All right.
The Hobnobbin Film Festival is.
The Hobnobbin Film Festival is a great way to just put yourself out there, meet new people, and also just see some really great work. It's going to be inspiring. It's going to inspire me, and I think it's going to make me or motivate me to want to do something even better next year.
Perfect. That's all I got for
All
you.
good? All right.
Quick and easy, right?
Yo.